I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting tired of the Pacers, and I hope the Thunder destroyed them because at this point, I got the Pacers going to the finals. I don't think the Knicks are gonna come back at all. And Game 4 happened yesterday, and this is exactly what went on. Now, before I get into Game 4, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Most importantly, please subscribe because I need that. I'm trying to hit 1,500 subs by the end of the year, so please support. Now, to the game, I'm not gonna lie, there's so many things that went wrong. First things first, I'm gonna just hone in on the things that I've always been speaking about, which is the New York Knicks defense, bro. The defense is not there, and that was a big complaint from everybody going on in the regular season. It's like, where are the Knicks gonna get their defense? They have defensive players, they have the tools, they have the guys, they have everything. They even have the defensive coach, and the defense just not there. It's not there. This doesn't exist. Like they cannot stop this team at all. And then you have Mikal Bridges guarding Tyrese Haliburton, and he's giving him like 6 feet of space. Like they're allowing themselves to get screened off the ball. They're allowing themselves to get easily have to switch off. They allow like so much stupid stuff is going on. Halliburton walked to the paint 2 or 3 times yesterday. He had straight line drives to the paint twice yesterday. No type of resistance. Nothing at all. And this is the type of thing that makes me think to myself is like, why didn't the Celtics do the same thing? Because the Celtics, in my opinion, are way better than the Pacers. I don't know why they didn't do the same thing. Even though Tatum went down, I think the Celtics should have been doing the same thing. The Knicks cannot defend in the paint. And then don't get me started on rebounds. I know they were like a plus 11 on rebounds, but when it came to timely rebounds, rebounds that matter, they were not there. It was all Pacers, all of it. On top of that, they allow Halliburton to have everything. They don't pick and choose their poison. They don't be like, okay, we'll allow him to score, take away his assists. We'll allow him to play make, but we'll take away his scoring. They let him do everything. And on the other side, they're not giving Brunson no breathing room. Like they might as well just get in his jersey with him at this point because you cannot screen for Brunson. You can't do nothing. Like you're literally, they're stuck to him. They're glued to him. Like Neesmith and Nemhart, they are guarding Brunson so tightly. And then on the other side, Neesmith give you 16. Like the Knicks just don't have what it takes. And I mean that to say they have the tools, they have the personnel. They don't have the heart. I don't understand why. And no pun intended, speaking about heart, Josh Hart yesterday was so disappointing. I want to say this is the worst game I've seen Josh Hart play as a New York Knick. Probably the worst game I've seen him play his whole career. I mean, he gave them the ball so many times off of just like stupid fouls. And I don't understand why. It was so many questionable things that went on this game that made me think to myself, are the Knicks even deserving of being here? Like the first quarter, they allowed 43 points. 43 points in the first quarter. Now on the other side, the Pacers they allowed 35, but that was the most they allowed. After that was like I think 25, 27, and in the fourth quarter only 30, which is still a lot, but compared to how much you're putting up, that's nothing. And the Pacers have forced the Knicks to play their style of basketball. They forced to run. They forced everything to happen their way. The Knicks had no control over this game whatsoever. And no matter how much they tried to push for a run, the Pacers were right there. Why? Because the Knicks couldn't string together a couple of stops. They couldn't secure timely rebounds. You had Derek, whatever his last name is, he out here getting steals, double dribbling. What's the point if of you getting a steal if you're gonna go down and double dribble? You are a grown ass man going down and double dribbling. And then he missed layups. It was so bad. Like it was 2 or 3 times where he got a steal and then gave it right back. It's like, what's the point, bro? You might as well have not reached in the first place. Just let them have the ball. Go down to the other side, play defense, put your hand up, and that's it, bro. Because you stealing the ball just to give it right back. It makes no sense. And watching yesterday's game, watching the bench play, I was like, I see why Thibodeau don't play them. They don't have a bench. They don't have a bench to begin with. Who are you going to play? It's not like you have great bench players. The best player coming off the bench is McBride. Landry Shamet every now and then can hit a three or he could get hot, but if he does not do that, he's nothing. And yesterday he had a three, and every shot that the Knicks made yesterday, I was thinking to myself, all right, this is the shot that can make them go on a run. But they could not get stops to go on the run. They couldn't get hot because they had no stops. And they didn't have stops because their defensive scheme is so ass. If you're not loading up on Tyrese Haliburton, what are you doing? Because I'd rather have Siakam beat me. Give Siakam the ball. Have him beat me. Somebody else, because if Siakam gets the ball, I promise you, he's not going to be playmaking like Haliburton is for everybody else. Get the ball out of Haliburton's hands, bro. Why is everybody just giving Haliburton so much space? He's playing with so much freedom. And then Benedict Mathurin. I mean, I'm one of those guys that have loved his game since he came into the league. I mean, I think if you go back, I even said I had him winning Rookie of the Year, all types of stuff. And he had a bad series, but yesterday when it mattered the most, and the crazy thing is, I believe I had said this too in my last video. If the Pacers wanted to win this game, Benedict Mathurin would have had to come out this game and give them something. He would have had to come out and give them some type of production, because even though you're having a bad series, one game is all you need, and that can change the whole perception of the whole series. And yesterday, I believe he played like 12 minutes, but he had 20 points. 20 points. That's more than what I expected him to give them. Especially in 12 minutes, that's very productive. And then Jalen Brunson trying to go back and forth with him. All like, come on, bro. Like, first get a couple of stops, and then start talking shit. Because right now, the Knicks look embarrassing. There's no grit. There's no New York style of basketball. There's no New York type of heart. There's nothing going on for the Knicks that represents New York in any type of way. And they keep trying to have this thing, or this idea, this image that this team represents New York. But they're not playing like it right now. And now they're down 3-1. Now, do I expect them to come back from a 3-1 deficit? Hell no. No. This isn't Steph Curry. This isn't Jokic. This isn't Jamal Murray and Jokic. This isn't LeBron James and Kyrie Irving. This is Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns. Jalen Brunson gets targeted on defense until he picks up like 4 or 5 fouls. Cat is foul prone, and he definitely is terrible on defense. I mean, Haliburton literally picks him out every single time because Bridges don't step up and cover some of that space. He gives him so much space that he gets screened, and then Cat has to guard him, and Cat can't move his feet side to side. And then, Cat is super foul prone. Like, he's gonna foul you. Karl Anthony Towns is going to foul you. And that's just what it is. Like, you can have so much confidence going up against Karl Anthony Towns because either he's going to let you go by or he's going to foul you. It's very rare that Cat gets a stop. And then Mitchell Robinson, you got one job, bro. One job. And it requires 2 skills. Play defense, get rebounds. You give me 7 boards. 7 boards? Cat had 12. You're giving me 7, and then that's what you wonder why you're being benched? You're not productive. You're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. At this point, I know he's a starter, but at this point, the way his minutes are being structured, he's like a backup to Cat. If Cat gets in foul trouble, he comes in. And in the first half, it looked like this could be a game because the Pacers had like 5 guys with 2 fouls and possibly in foul trouble, this, that, and the third. But the Knicks applied no pressure. It's like they were non-existent. The Knicks didn't even try. Like, it was so bad. And then at the end of quarters, they allowed Pacers to go on the run time after time after time again. Every quarter that ended, the Pacers went on the run. They had more heart. They wanted it more. The Knicks just weren't there. You would have thought, the way this game went on, you would have thought that the Pacers were the ones facing elimination or a 3-1 deficit. I mean, the Knicks came out here like they were supposed to win this game. They came out here like they just expected the Pacers to fold. When really you did nothing last game that would make them do that. Yes, you came back from a 20-point deficit, but the Pacers have done this so many times. They've lost so many game threes. Now, are the Knicks going to protect home court in game 5? I want to say the Knicks might hold it down in game 5 and win, and come to Indiana in game 6 and lose there in Indiana and not at home. But honestly, bro, I don't know. The way they're playing and the way they're guarding Haliburton, and at this point, the bench played so bad yesterday. I know Thibodeau is going to go back to his original plan of the starters played 35 to 48 minutes. It's over, bro. It's done. It's clips. Jalen Brunson's going to go back to fouling. He had 31 yesterday for no reason. Cat had 24 points for no reason. They just can't get stops. They cannot string together a couple of stops. I don't understand why Bridges doesn't step up and get in Halliburton's jersey. I don't understand why Hart doesn't pick up somebody and just get in their jersey. Like, the Knicks just foul too much. And the Pacers foul too. But the Knicks foul when they're not supposed to. They foul when they're supposed to have the energy and the momentum to go on a run. And they just foul. It's so stupid. It's so dumb. Get the ball out of Halliburton's hands. Force Siakam or anybody else to make a play. And just let them beat you. Anybody but Haliburton. Or pick something. Either you're going to take away his scoring, his playmaking. You cannot give him everything. And yesterday, not only did you give him his scoring and his playmaking, you gave him his rebounds as well. Haliburton never rebounds. He never rebounds. And then why at the end you gonna play through Bridges in clutch time? That doesn't make no sense. Crunch time, you're gonna give the ball to Bridges? He was like 6 for 15. Bridges not even built like that. That's so stupid. It was so weird. And then they challenged with like a minute and 44 seconds left. A challenge that they did not have no chance of winning. I just don't know, bro. So many stupid decision making yesterday. Things that just didn't make sense. Pacers gonna win this in 6. They're gonna go to the finals, and the Thunder gonna sweep whoever goes there. I don't care if it's the Knicks or the Pacers. Thunder are sweeping. But anyways, y'all, thank you so much for watching the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. This is Real Talk with E. Safety.